The fact that Tesla doesn't have a dealership network, I think in itself is really what I believe the nail in the coffin that says Tesla will 100% become a mass market manufacturer that is going to be able to retain class-leading margins for the long term, because they have an entire piece of the puzzle that every single other person uses in the United States that's driving costs up to the consumer. And as you're riding this price curve down, every single dollar you can yank from that ability to get that car out to the customer becomes a huge competitive advantage, especially if those companies you're going up against haven't invested nearly as much in the scale of the new technology that's coming out. And then you layer on the dealership network on top of it, forget it. They're going to have to try to get the car produced at such a price so that when it gets to the dealership, the customer is willing to pay that price, and then the dealership and the manufacturer both make money. But this is where that equation breaks for everybody who has a dealership network. Because if you're really trying to get to the affordable price, your dealership ain't going to try to pocket the money. It's going to be Tesla. And Tesla, if they really want to win and maximize the capacity and advance the advent of sustainable transport, like Hansa said, you drop those levers, you pull those levers that lower the cost as low as humanly possible, and you're doing so in such an efficient manner that the only place that loses, quote unquote, is one entity, and that's Tesla. Whereas if anybody else had to do that, you impact an entire supply chain, an entire service network, and an entire dealer network. And that in itself is super complex. And we only have to go back to what Corey said on the video with Sandy, that some of the top richest people in Michigan are dealership owners. Why is that? Because they've been skimming off the top this whole time in mass market vehicle manufacturing. The only true, real mass market EV manufacturer on planet Earth outside of a couple players in China is Tesla. And everybody else is playing catch up, and some of them are extremely behind. And now this is where the tire meets the road. We are now at the point with these price decreases where the tire is meeting the road. Only those that are best positioned to come out with a mass market affordable car are going to be able to win.